Hey,
Yay, we're
stupid technology actually
live.
worked for us this time. All right.
Would you like
Give me him. Give me him.
Thank you for letting us borrow your bunny.
I was going to suggest that you did.
Yes.
Oh,
Wendy,
okay.
Wendy insisted that we have her bunny for our thumbnail.
Yes. So,
Mr. Bun Bun. you might
Mr.
say.
Bun
Mr. Bun Bun.
That's right.
So now that technology is done failing us and we've actually started a successful live stream,
Yes.
thanks for nothing, whatever tech company just wronged me personally. How are
All
you?
right. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have purple fingers.
Ooh,
well,
what if
you
you-
can't really see it on screen, but they're pretty purple.
That's okay. What have you been doing?
Well, we'll get to that.
Ah, okay.
What are you? Ooh, I know what you're drinking.
You're darn right. I am drinking Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA.
Because it's that time of year
It is
again.
that time of year again. I know I don't make IPAs very frequently in the tap room, but I do love a good IPA, and there
We
are
have nothing against them.
right, and there are none better than Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA. So named because during the boiling process of the beer making, which normally takes about an hour, these guys boil it for a solid 2 hours, adding hops the entire way, and so it is just beautiful and floral and tasty and a touch bitter, and just this thing is a real treat. And we only get it seasonally here in Spokane, so I'm really happy to get my hands on this guy.
You wanted to get it last week, but you suggested it to somebody else, and they went ahead and grabbed it. Turns out that was the last one.
Yeah,
And you were very kind. You didn't run after them and tackle them down.
Yeah, right. And I didn't want to buy the outrageously expensive 6-pack either. 4-pack, actually. Because
I mean, it's not outrageously expensive considering what you get.
considering what it is, it's not expensive, but
we
in and of itself,
didn't
it's a
wanna
little spendy. So I'm
Yep.
very happy to finally have this. And
Yay.
oh man, oh gosh, that just smells so good. Dogfish Head is one of those creative nut jobs.
Yes.
They do it right, and they really know what they're doing. But boy, are they way out there in left field.
They're the ones that went and found yeast in Egypt, right?
Yeah, they went over to Egypt. They left a petri dish out in the jungle overnight, gathered up the wild yeast, cultivated it, and turned it into a beer. So that's those guys.
Don't like IPAs, but I can respect that.
That is so smooth. That is just, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a real
I mean,
good
that's complex and balanced and interesting. It's not just a hot bomb to like throw IBUs at your face.
Yeah. It has a little more smokiness this batch than I expected, but that's the great thing about them. They're not afraid to let their craft beer be craft beer. So each batch can be slightly different. It's still recognizable as the thing, much like my own. Each iteration of Raven Master is still recognizable as Raven Master, but it's just subtly different based on new things I'm trying, new stuff I'm doing. Same story here. This one's a little more smoky, a touch more bitter, but it's smooth. It's beautiful.
Nice. I mean, as far as the IPAs go.
Yeah. And
this is going to be a night where I'm going to mispronounce about 30% of whatever I say.
That's nice. This is also fairly unique in that it can age extremely well. Most IPAs can't age worth a hill of beans. If you don't have them within the first 2 weeks, forget it. It's trash. Time to throw it out and get a new one. This one can easily sit in your cellar for 5 years and be just fine. Thank you very much.
How do they accomplish that without losing the hops?
Because it is stupidly wicked strong. And they actually, despite all the hops, they have a fair bit of maltiness in here.
Yeah.
And so that carries it through. The hops do degrade, actually, quite a bit during those 5 years. They will calm down enormously. But what you'll end up with is still a really rich, really smooth, subtly malty, extremely alcoholic beer. So it just lasts.
It's just a different beast.
It's a totally different beast. You do lose the hop characters, but it's still fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah, strongly recommended.
All right.
What do you have?
I don't know. Well, I know what I have, but I don't know what I'm drinking. So last week I had 3 ciders to choose from. And okay. Side note. Last week's cider was very good. It was Revnat's. This is the citrus one. So
It was a mandarin, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
This is gonna drive me nuts. Let's just kind of fix this real quick here. Aha!
There we go. Is it bright enough now?
It's better.
You guys scooch this way.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
Drink your cider.
Anyways, I had Revnat's Mandarin cider, and when I was going back through to get screen caps for the social media announcement today, I realized like I drank like that much of it.
You poor thing.
And I just want to say it was a really lovely cider, and I did enjoy it. And at the beginning of last week's live, I was like, man, I am so tired. It turns out I got food poisoning that day, not from the cider, from something I'd eaten earlier.
Whoopsie.
So,
Bad salad.
yeah, so I was not doing well during the live, which is why I drank about that much of the cider. So
Good job listening to your body.
yes. So yeah, because usually I drink my entire cider during the course of the live. So round 2, I have Revnat's Saint Citron, which this is all of the citrus, limes, lemons, oranges, grapefruits. I should have looked these up. Pepitas, sudachi, rangpur,
Man.
Kino, like all these things. I really have no idea how to say half of these. And then ginger, hops, and sea salt.
And sea salt. Really?
So that's
They
this
just threw
one,
everything in there. Holy cow.
pretty much. And then this is Washington Gold cider, Golden Delicious. This has Golden Delicious, Red Delicious, and if I remember right, the third one was
Delicious. Delicious spice.
Oh no, this is just Golden Delicious.
Oh,
I'm
sweet.
thinking of another one.
The triple delicious.
Well, there's another one that's Golden Delicious, Red Delicious,
Oh,
and
yeah. I think
Cosmic.
Union Hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
Union
I'm
Hill did
thinking.
that. But no, this one is Washington Gold.
Yes,
So.
so Golden Delicious. So this Golden Delicious are similar to Granny Smith. So this should be pretty tart. Anyway, I'm going to leave it to you guys. Which one am I drinking tonight? So we've got the first choice is Saint Citrus. Second choice is the Golden Delicious. I see Mark's vote. They're both, let's see, this one is 5.2%. This is 5.5%. So they're essentially.
I want you to picture Dom DeLuise in Stargate SG-1 in the Ergo episode. Me.
Such a good episode. Let me have it. Let's see. All right, we've got one for citrus.
There we go. That's all it takes.
That's all. Well, I guess we've got 2 for citrus.
You're 100% so far.
I am 100%. All right.
It's just landslide.
Yeah. All right. I'll go with that. I'll go with citrus.
Nice.
We'll see.
Mostly because I'm really excited to see how they combined all of that in there and still had it taste not like a lemon drop.
It might taste like a lemon drop.
It might taste like a lemon drop, yeah.
All right.
Moment of truth.
It's got a really pale golden color. It reminds me of lemons.
It's really pretty, though.
It is.
Wow. It is not lacking in the visual appeal department, which is important.
It's not what I'm looking at on the screen. It's very dark.
It's not that color. Oh, that's closer.
That's closer. It's a little lighter in person than what I'm seeing on our screen. So
nice.
Yeah, okay.
Agreed.
All right, so we got three votes for citrus. Oh.
I can smell that from here. That smells fantastic.
Really good.
Look forward to trying that.
Wow. It's super complex.
Holy cow. Even the smell is complex. It's like, is this brandy? Is this cider? I don't know.
Citrus is right there. It's
That's
like
a ride.
Yeah, it's like really bright. And then it kind of like settles down in a citrusy kind of way. So like it's never down here.
But
it's
it's
like,
a dry valley. It's like, is that a dry cider? No, it's not real dry. It's a little sweet.
But it definitely stays up here in that citrusy.
Yeah, that is a complicated cider.
I think I'm getting hops on the nose, and I think that's what's giving it a little bit of the dry note.
It is the same after flavor as green Mike and Ike's.
Really?
Absolutely. I will go grab you a green Mike and Ike, right? I don't know if it's
Not
Mike
right
or
now.
Ike, but
Not
it's
right
the
now.
same after flavor as that.
They don't make a claim as to whether it's dry or sweet, so
It's at least off dry. That thing is not even remotely sweet. It's good. But
no, I think it's dry.
yeah.
It's just not that tannin dry that I'm used to.
It's lack of sugar dry,
Yeah.
not curl your mouth inside out dry.
I think they used I would suspect they used a really simple base apple, which is smart because the citrus and the hops with a really complex base, I think would probably or they just balanced it so well. I don't know.
Can you imagine that with piñata apples though?
Yes.
Turn dimensional scissors into something like that.
Yes.
That would be a thing.
Highly recommend this. It's very delicious. It is not your normal cider, which is what makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's really welcome. Which if you have not been in to try dimensional scissors, you're one of about 3 people judging by our sales, but you should totally come in and do that. It is just the piñata apples that Courtney has been favoring for her base. It's not the only apple she uses, but it is one of her favorites. She took just those piñata apples, fermented those down until they were done, cleaned them on out, and away you go. That's cider. And dang, that is a clean, beautiful, subtly pineapple flavored cider.
There's a hint of sweetness in there, even though it's not actually sweet.
If you took it to a lab, there's no sugar in it, but to the palate, it tastes like there's a little bit of sweetness in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so come in and try that if you haven't already.
If Health Potion or Zuko are too much, this will dimensional scissors will bring it down if you do like a half pour, because this is the base for Health Potion for sure. I think that's what I use.
It's the base for Zuko as well.
Yeah. So you'll get the same flavor. Like it's not going to adjust the flavor. It's just not going to be so intense.
What if it was Zuko, but not as much?
Yeah, exactly. like 3/4 filled, and then the last top with Zuko.
It's an amazingly versatile cider.
Yes.
Really tasty.
Well, I mean, that's why I use it as my base.
Well, yeah. It's really, really good. I can't wait to try that complex that you have.
We had a mistake happen with our apples.
Whoopsie.
And so instead of getting a full batch of, that was supposed to be Cosmics.
It's supposed to be Cosmic Crisps.
I ended up getting half Cosmic and half Honey Crisp, which Cosmics are an amalgamation of Honey Crisp and something else. I can't remember.
They're related to Honey Crisp.
Yeah.
So they're not the same thing, but they get along very nicely.
Yeah. But the flavors are different. I didn't get the clear cider that I was hoping for, but oh well. Anyway, so it's just finished fermenting. We're letting it settle down.
But that's not all.
Yes.
You also added in some piñata in there. So
that's
a triple batch. That is a triple batch you have in there, and it is highly complex and very interesting. So I'm sure it's going to be good. I wouldn't have kept it if I didn't think it was going to be good. It just wasn't part of the plan. Whoopsie.
So
it's going to make some pretty ridiculous ciders, though.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, part of it's going to become a health potion. The other part is going to be...
Is that going to be MD?
It might be MD.
I think it is, because you already have a couple of others that I won't spoil that part of the show for you.
Anyways, whatever it's going to be good. I'm almost thinking maybe I should do up as down in that.
That would make a beautiful up as down.
I suspect so. I need to taste it first.
Plus, that would let you get rid of the other fruit that's in the freezer that's preventing you from putting strawberries in the freezer.
No, none of that's pineapple.
Those are bingos?
Yeah. Get there.
Well,
I've been talking with Mystic about doing another collab. We're doing the This Is Fine again.
The time is now.
Now is the time.
Yep. We have 3 eggs.
We do.
Yep. But I got dibs.
Yes. Well,
More
I
on
have
that
dibs
later.
on the other 2 also.
Yeah,
but
the spicy eggs.
yes. All right. Well, I mean, that's a good segue. So talk about beer stuff.
Indeed. Okay, so we have a lot of fun stuff on deck. First of all, fair warning, Chanterelle Lace is nearly gone. So if you enjoyed that one, if you would like to enjoy that one, if you're just curious, now's your time. It's about to be gone, and it will be replaced by What the Dickens. So it'll be nice to have that one back on deck again.
Will Chanterelle Lace make a return?
It will next year. I am dependent on the mushrooms themselves, which funny story after that one. I'm dependent on the mushrooms themselves, which only come around seasonally, and the gentleman who harvests them, because I am not fit to go out and find those. I would probably grab something poisonous. So I rely on the people who know what they're doing, or at least, which might make a good beer, but
in which case Darren would have words with us.
Not a legal beer, but it might be a good beer. But I don't need that kind of visit from Darren right now. And so that's going to be next fall before that one comes back around again. So
fall, winter.
Yeah, fall-ish. So probably good to come get your hands on that one right now. So What the Dickens is on deck, as I said. We do have a few others that are on deck. Cane Madness is done. It is beautiful. It is finished. It's ready to roll. It's waiting for an open tap. So there's a lot of, I have so much beer and I'm so happy. So
yeah, that's not a problem.
It's not a problem. So we do need to beer. We need to beer through some stuff. We need to burn through some stuff. I'm having every bit as good a time as you right now. We need to burn through some stuff first before we see Cane Madness. But hot on its heels is also Relics and Poirot, our Belgian Dark Strong Ale. Relics being our wee heavy Scotch ale. So
neither of which have been in the tap room lately.
It's been a real hot minute since Poirot has been in there.
I think it's been like a year and a half.
At least. But they're all done. They're basically ready. We're just kind of waiting. Mm-hmm. So that's a really nice place for me to be in right now.
Yes.
Get us some more kegs and I can get those out of fermenters and make even more cool stuff. But, rich people problems.
Yeah.
So the state of the beer address is awesome. Also this week, last week I did not brew. Last week I was busy updating my brewery with the help of my new assistant brewer, Andrew. We finished all the insulation. Finally, we got our exhaust fan in there. Finally.
Which is so fun because all you have to do is call out to Google and ask it to turn the fan on, and it does.
It just magically does. God bless technology. It's fantastic.
Despite the way the live started.
Other than that, some parts are fantastic. So we got so many things updated and fixed. It was just in terms of construction, it was a much needed week.
Yeah.
But this upcoming week is going to see Schmebulock be brewed again. So
I'm excited.
Those of you will recall that is my Summerween IPA that I produce, and it is stupid. It is ridiculously strong.
Where did you get your inspiration from?
I got my inspiration from Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA. Their technique, their process is well documented. It's actually pretty easy to do. It's just very difficult to do.
It's simple. Not easy.
It's simple, not easy. And so me being me, went ahead and did that. So Schmebulock is made in the same style, just slightly, completely different ingredients and everything else.
Well, of course, you didn't want to copy them.
Yeah, that'd be dumb. I mean, Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA already exists. And they don't need me to make another one, even though I could do everybody's good. They don't need me to make another one. They need me to make my own to celebrate their style and then promote them.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solved. So that is Schmebulock. It is, to my palate, a little fruitier, a little bit more citrusy, and it has a whole lot more mouthfeel going about it. And that thing is ridiculous. This one's the 120-minute currently is sitting at 16%.
It varies batch to batch.
It does. Their own advertisement puts it at between 15 and 20. I suspect this year Schmebulock will be landing about 18, around that ballpark. Which, yes, you heard that right. 18% ABV.
Which is what it was last year.
Yeah. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, sweet. Yes, because I was so disappointed that I didn't hit the 18.3 that would have beaten Bellwether.
Yeah.
But whatever. This one will probably hit about 18 this year, and it should be phenomenal. Obviously, we serve it in smaller glasses
Yes.
so that while you're there with your friends, they can enjoy a glass, you can enjoy a glass. You both go back, they can enjoy a glass, you can enjoy a glass, and you both end up about on the same page, even though they had this and you had this. So
Yep.
we
It's
shoot,
the difference between having a beer and a shot of whiskey.
we shoot for the same experience in the glass size. So
Yep.
we should pull that one off, and I can't wait. Shmebi Lock tasted so good.
Yeah.
I am personally, I hate to pat myself on the back, but
I'll do it for you.
I'm personally really excited for this beer. It's going to taste fantastic. So
yeah.
that'll be this week. And it's going to be the first time I've brewed Shmebi Lock with Andrew.
Yeah.
So he will get to see. So, welcome to the industry, kid. Here's how you make double digits real quick.
He knew what he was getting into.
Yeah. Right. If he wanted,
Gentle
craft, he would have signed up with
others.
That was weird how the live stream just glitched right there. I tried saying the name of that brewery. I tried literally just saying, it glitched again. I don't understand that. Technology is weird.
We love the other local breweries.
We really do.
But it's also fun to poke.
If I did not love them, I would not tease them. I would be very, oh yeah, no, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
No, they make good, respectable stuff. I'm sure that they try hard.
At any rate, any other beer news you'd like to share?
Let's see. So no, we got Cane Madness, Relics Poirot, Shmebi Lock.
What the dickens?
What the dickens? Insulation. Don't drink insulation.
Don't. Please don't.
It's truly awful for you.
I remember my mom telling me stories about when she was a kid and her dad had to go up into the attic to do like work or whatever. Like the kids just got to go up and like play with the insulation and stuff because it was fun. It's like fluffy and
it's what I did. That stuff's great.
Yeah.
It's like fluff stuff.
And it looks like cotton candy. So
oh my, it didn't look that fluffy to me. Okay.
I mean, nobody ate enough to like be seriously hurt.
This is true. I can one up that story.
I mean, that was the 60s. So
I can still one up that story.
Yeah.
Yes. Found myself over in Zambia.
Oh no.
Doing construction work for a good cause, like you do, and everything else. It's like, so the building's going fantastic. Everything's great. It's like time to put on the roof. Where's your roofing supplies? They're right here. Those look really good. What are those? Oh, this is great. This is asbestos.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is.
Loves
That's
respirators.
Cool. None of that.
but
We
no.
had nothing. We had tank tops, and if we were lucky, water. So we just kind of put those things on up there and called it a day. As long as it's not aerosolized, as long as it's not dusty and getting into your lungs, you're okay. You can touch it. You can lick it. You can touch it.
Did you lick it?
I did not.
Okay, good.
I thought about it, but I didn't.
Is it kind of like the staring into the void thinking about it?
Yeah, kind of. It's like, that's asbestos. I did touch it.
Oh,
I did because I had to.
You had to. Yeah.
But so
All right.
that's that. Anyway,
that may explain a thing or two about our children.
Glenn gets it. He understands connection issues.
He does.
It is weird, however, that the internet just seems to drop every time I try bad mouthing. It just cuts out. I don't know how it works like that. But so, what's new in the cider world? I feel like you've got a lot going on.
I do. So I've been promising a lot. It's like, yes, this is coming, and then I haven't gotten out to do it for myriad of reasons. So this week, finally did it. You
did all the things.
I did. Part of it, you know how necessity is a great motivator.
Mother of invention.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So on Friday evening, like 8:30 it was like 9.
Oh,
we were close to closing, but not closed yet. Ran out of health potion. And what we both had remembered that was our last keg, and I had not gotten more health. I had the base fermented. It was clarifying, but I didn't have the syrup made and in it because it has to sit for a while. And so just all the panic. I mean,
why did I not?
Yes. It's our best seller. Like from a what? Oh, Start 11 needs
This thing needs to update, and it needs to update right stinking
No,
now.
it says remind me later. Oh, technology.
But you know what? It wasn't Windows Update.
That's true. So anyway, so from a business standpoint, not having Health Potion on is a little bit of a hit. But then also from the standpoint of like, I enjoy when somebody comes in and it's like, hey, I'd like this thing. And I'm like, yes, of course. And I can give them the thing. And it's really disheartening to be like, because I have Health Potion on regularly and people don't look at the board for it anymore. They just, hey, can I get a pint of Health Potion? Or even worse, when they come in with 2 growlers and that's the only reason they're there. I'm sorry, I'm a bad cider maker. Yeah.
Do you want some Singularity?
Speaking of, Singularity and Health Potion actually mix.
I'm so
you
shocked
don't like
and
it.
a little upset. I don't like it, but I don't like it for personal reasons.
Okay, that's true.
I recognize the quality of it.
It tastes like chocolate-covered strawberries.
It absolutely tastes like chocolate-covered strawberries, which I love chocolate. I really love strawberries. You'd think I would love chocolate-covered strawberries. Yeah. I hate chocolate-covered strawberries.
I love chocolate-covered strawberries.
But if you like them, get yourself some Singularity and some Health Potion. Yeah. Weirdo.
It's about a 50-50 mix. It's shocking. Anyways.
Yeah.
So we actually had remembered wrong though. We had one more keg, so we do have Health Potion on.
We have 2/3 of a keg. So we have a little bit of Health Potion on. So tell your friends, no, they're not doing growlers. It's the weirdest thing on earth.
Yeah.
But come in and enjoy a pint.
So we have Health Potion.
We are not going to last.
It's not going to last quite long enough to match the stuff that's currently being made, but it's only going to be like a few days, maybe a week, instead of like 2 or 3 weeks, which is what I was freaking out about. So, I made Health Potion syrup. It looks fantastic, smelled great. It's
it's Health Potion.
Yeah, it is.
It's mighty good Health Potion. Thank you very much.
Yep. So the process that I found with Health Potion is once we get the fruit into the fermenter, it's got to sit at least a week or two. Usually about 2
is ideal.
Because
one if you're really up against a wall.
Yeah, but even then it's still got a little bit of a like sulfury note.
Invariably
to it.
We put it on and 2 days later it's perfect.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks is like that's where it's at.
Because what I found is that the strawberries, we leave the strawberries in like whole in the syrup, and then when we put the syrup into the fermenter, we leave the strawberries in until we're ready to keg to leach out as much color as possible. So we get little ghost strawberries that come out. They're just pale white and so sad. It's like, thank you, little strawberry, for giving up everything you had for Health Potion. Yes. But because we put the fruit in there, there's a little, it's not fermentation, it's just ripening.
Yeah, there's just that little bit of oof.
Yeah, which can, if you've ever walked past some bananas that sat on your counter too long, and you get that note of like, oh, yeah, I need to put those in the freezer and make some banana bread.
Darn right you do, and bring it in.
Yeah. That's the kind of odor that will come off of Health Potion, and it dissipates really quickly, but it's not the most pleasant thing to drink. So,
which when you're talking about a glass, it's hard to notice. When you're talking about 100 gallons of it out in a giant fermenter, it's very easy to notice. And so
I noticed it even in the glass.
It's slightly so, for sure. But it's nice to have it to that point where you crack open that ginormous vessel. And it's like, oh, that is hundreds of gallons of beauty right there. Yes. And then you fill up the kegs. Yes. So we're almost there.
So Health Potion is well on its way. There will be a little bit of interruption in service. I'm sorry.
But to make up for that, you have...
I don't know which one you're talking about, but I'll talk about both of them.
Both of them. They're both amazing.
I just made the Mana Potion concentrate. So I make a really concentrated version of it that goes into the fermenter with the base. That's why my fingers are a little bit purple. The butterfly pea flower gives off a lovely, lovely color. But it was used for dye for a reason.
Violently blue.
Yes. So that one, Mana Potion, will be ready. We got to get it into the ferment. It's, boiling hot right now. Well, it was. So that's not ideal to put into the rest of the batch.
Not as much.
So we let it chill and then put it in.
Unless you say it needs to sit, conceivably, just mechanically, that could be ready tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. I want to test it again. Mana Potion is still a pretty young cider for me. I've only made it twice. This is my third time making it, so I'm still not super familiar with what the process is going to look like with all of its variations, because every batch that I make of anything has variations. But I've been making Health Potion enough that I can kind of anticipate what those variations might be and how it's going to affect the whole thing. Still learning that with Mana.
But it's been too highly successful.
Yes.
So
yep.
No reason to believe this will be any different.
Yep. I almost destroyed the recipe today. Actually, no, I take that back. I did destroy the recipe today, but I had just made it so I could write it down.
Did you write it back down?
In Sharpie.
Excellent. Good. So now you have 2 copies. The sheet you wrote on and the sheet below it.
Yep. So the
up
pen
is down is gone now, but you have...
actually, yeah, I had to rewrite that one too. But I could still read it well enough. It's the pen that I used to write Mana Potion, the recipe, because I just have a notebook, is one of those felt pens. Basically, it's like a Crayola marker, except fancy for adults. If it gets wet, it just bleeds. The other Up is Down was written in both pen and pencil, and so I was able to interpret it. Oh, yay, yeah, I forgot that was your favorite. It's coming back. It'll be back, I don't know, in a couple of weeks probably. Yeah, there you go. You can see the really bright pink there. That's the page behind the page that had Mana on it.
But you have them now.
I do. I have every recipe that was damaged at all. I rewrote.
We need to get those in the cloud somehow.
Yes.
I'll figure that one out for you.
Anyway, so Mana Potion is fine. The recipe is written in Sharpie now. Everything's good.
What else did you just finish a couple days ago?
I finished Saber of Windu. So I've only had that on once so far. And that is a Earl Grey and lavender. Thank you. I totally blanked on that. Earl Grey and lavender cider. So I worked really hard to make sure that this was a note of lavender, not like you're drinking soap. Some people are really sensitive to lavender, no matter what, that's all they're going to taste. But most people like the thing, aside from, ooh, Earl Grey, I really like this. The compliment I got the most on it was, wow, this doesn't taste like soap. This is really pleasant. So yeah. Yeah,
the smell alone was gold.
Yeah.
Those two complement each other so well. I loved putting that into your cider for you. Yep. That was really good.
And on a fun note, about half of the lavender that I used was actually grown in my mom's backyard, which is like 10 minutes away from the tap room. So
you are 2 for 2 for that claim.
Yeah. Yep.
Last one was largely from your mom too, if not exclusively.
I think it was exclusively from mom last time.
Yeah. So that was impressive.
Yeah. I just didn't have quite enough for this size of a batch. So
hyper local is what the hippies are saying these days.
Are we hippies?
No.
A little bit.
I don't wear socks with sandals.
That's not no. That's a Seattle light. I
don't eat weird colored mushrooms.
You do when Justin brings them in.
I do when Justin brings them in because those things are great. And Justin, if you ever watch this, I need more coral mushrooms because those things are great.
Super good. If you can ever get your hands on coral mushrooms.
Holy cow.
He doesn't like mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms. I absolutely detest mushrooms. But coral mushrooms, Rinse those things really good, saute them up with some butter, and get the heck away from me because these are all mine. And this is, I don't care what you're eating tonight. This is what I'm having. And I put those things down like roasted chicken. It's the best thing ever.
They're so
Also,
good.
chanterelle mushrooms.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Rinse them off really good. Good enough. Get the pine needles off. Those things are gold. You don't have to roast them or nothing. You just rinse them off and eat them. I love chanterelles.
We have an interruption.
I just got on
Yes.
YouTube and I went to my subscribers, and the second I just saw this,
Yay! You found us.
Yay.
but
My
I can't watch you.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, because it's
It's
not for
made
kids.
for kids.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Well, you're watching it live.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, this is like front row seat, filmed in front of a live studio audience
Of two.
of two, one
One
of
of
whom
them-
is absorbed in what he's doing. Portal.
Yes.
Looks like Portal.
Mm,
2, actually, if I can see right from here. So
nice.
that's
Mm.
nice.
Uber organic. I like
Uber
that.
organic. That works.
Yes.
So
So that's what's going on with the cider world.
you've got, to recap, you have Manapothan.
Manapothan.
Yeah, Manapothan. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the Mike Tyson version. Manapothan.
Yes.
You have Mana Potion and Saber of Windu
Yep.
ready to roll. We just put on
For all intents and purposes.
close enough. You just put on a fresh keg of dimensional scissors that will be
Yep.
around for a little while.
Is that my last cake?
It is your last
Okay.
keg of dimensional scissors. It doesn't.
I know
have
how to
be.
get it.
It doesn't have
I'll
to
make
be,
it. Yeah.
but it is.
It is currently my
It is
last.
currently your last.
I
Health potion is on its way
suspect-
back. So
I suspect Dimensional Scissors will be on for probably this week. It's going so fast.
holy cow!
I mean, part of it I think is because it's new.
True.
I suspect it'll settle down, but right now it's almost neck and neck with Health Potion. So
Yeah, I actually ran the numbers.
again,
It is
Yeah.
the only thing even remotely competing with Health Potion. Like really close.
yeah,
Like if a large D&D group came in and ordered all dimensional scissors, it would be a draw. So that's how close it was.
nice.
So
I'm really excited now to see. I sent both Health Potion and Dimensional Scissors for not testing, for competition, which is happening this weekend, I think.
ooh, fancy.
Let me look it up real quick. Lint cap.
I should send something stupid off to competition sometime.
You should.
I'm just so
I've been
scared.
telling you.
Well, I mean, I went through a lot of emotional issues where if people told me I was wrong, I was bad. So
That is true. It's next weekend
yeah,
that they're
a little bit.
actually doing the testing. But that's exciting. So I'll find out end of the month, beginning of June, what the results are. And it was when I sent Health Potion in last year, and it was really cool getting the judges' notes back because they actually send that to each.
That was really nice.
Yeah. So I look forward to that.
I kind of want to send older books off.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be raked across the coals for being outside of spec and not true to style and yada yada. It's like I don't freaking care. You're gonna remember mine, and you're gonna remember it at least until the morning when you wake up wishing you had forgotten it.
The thing though about competition is you have to realize that if they're judging it by the books and that's what they rake you on, you're doing it right because that's your style.
I am so far outside the books with that one.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They don't even have a category for what I'm making on that one. So I am really, really proud of that one. I don't want it to be judged
Okay.
because I am so proud of it. It's like, this is beyond judgment. Like it or don't, that's fine. Either is
Personal
fine.
judgment's fine.
Personal judgment is
but
fine.
like competition
Professional judgment, I feel like this is beyond that. I feel like it just shouldn't be judged. It should be enjoyed or not. End of story.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's like a personality. Enjoy me or don't. Cheers to you either way.
But that's what's going on in the cider realm. Events.
Yep.
So as far as like big events, the next one that's coming up is Summerween. It's June 22nd, which is a Wednesday this year. However, we will be having Gravity Falls trivia the day before on the 21st because of course we are.
Duh.
So on the 22nd on Summerween, we will be having costume contests. We will be having jack-o'-melon coloring contests because we're not handing people drinking knives.
I have to write down a trivia question real quick.
We'll be releasing our Summerween releases, which will be Schmebulok, Celestabel, Bethabel, and Weird Mageddon. And we've been talking with Mystic Mead about Weird Mageddon, and they've tweaked the recipe a little bit this year. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So Celestabel, Bethabel is my watermelon cayenne. So if you like Zuko, you're going to like this one. And then I'm really curious.
I'm so proud of myself.
And then Weird Mageddon is Mystic Sour Plum mead.
Which I heard from a reliable source, which is to say Mystic themselves, that they're also adding rhubarb this year. So a sour plum and rhubarb mead, it's like,
yeah, it's going to be so
you'll have to fight me to get in line for that one. That's going to be ridiculously good.
So super excited about that.
We are also very close. I don't have a time frame, but we are very close to their almost old fashioned.
Oh yes, yeah.
Their barrel
Mystic Meads.
Yeah, Mystic Meads, barrel aged orange mead.
It is.
Holy
so
crap! It's ridiculous. They're very, very, very close on production, and you best believe we're going to be one of the first people in line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
we already are in line.
That's going to be one of those that puts them on the map. I mean, they are on the map in our hearts.
Yes.
But I mean, that's going to be the one that people start raving around town, going, "Oh man, have you had this? Have you had this?" And
they've gotten. I don't know if they've gotten like the final approval. Last I heard, they had to make a couple of edits because the government's kind of finicky. But they're making labels. They're going to bottle it, so it's going to be available more than just at Bardic. Although we are getting our fair share of it.
All right, we are.
So excited for this one.
Yeah, this one is everything they have made has been fantastic.
Yes.
But this is going to be the one that's like, dang.
It's going to be their health potion.
Yes, it is. Which means you need to get a couple more barrels. Luke, Kaylee, if you're watching, it's time for a couple more barrels. Pony up. Get those things filled quickly.
Yeah.
May God have mercy on your soul.
So Summerween's coming up.
Yep.
Trivia tomorrow at 6:30 is Avatar: The Last Airbender themed, which the photo, if you haven't seen it, I posted it today. The photo that we took was really, really good. And
it's the second time you posted it, isn't it?
I sent it out in the email, but then I also posted it today. And I love the arrow on Mark's head. It made me so happy. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. Yep. Just started working on the questions today. There's one of them is ridiculously hard.
Yeah, and I know exactly who's going to get them all right.
I know too.
Yeah, so let's make some even harder ones just to stick it to the man. What's Aang's middle name?
He'll answer it. He'll know. Anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, what we need to do is add stupid twists. According to Korra's niece, what is Aang's first name? Oh, crap. And he'll second guess himself and just completely lose his mind. Everybody else will be like, Aang? Yep, you got it, except for you.
No,
that's not how it's going to work. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to have a winner, and that's all right. Love him anyway.
So, let's see. I was thinking we should do a Lego themed trivia sometime.
Yes. Next week's trivia is Legos. Lego. Excuse me.
Yeah, Lego.
Lego. It's you need to make it plural. It's Lego bricks.
Yes.
Lego is singular. So next
week I still call it Legos.
I still feel like that should be a trivia question, actually. Is Legos a word?
Is Legos a word? Technically, no.
No.
All right.
No more than Toyotas.
I mean, our kids have several toy Baby Yodas.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right. Those are events so far. Charcuterie fixings. We've got a bit of rolled pancetta left. We've got the
Cotswold,
which is a cheddar with chives and onions. Super savory, really good.
If you ever manage to find it, it would go on a baked potato ridiculously well.
Or an
or
omelet.
nachos.
Yeah.
Or an omelet. Yeah.
And then we are out of Yay Toast.
We are out of Yay Toast, but I have it on good authority.
Yes.
You can find it at Fred Meyer.
Yes.
It's not cheap, but it is worth it.
It's very good.
Grab yourself some GJE toast. Yay Toast. It's all one word.
Yeah, pronounced like Yay Toast.
Yay Toast. Don't count on anybody there to know how to pronounce it. Do you have any of that G toast? They'll take you right to it. It'll be fine.
It's red package.
It is. It's a cube about about so big.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And so we don't have any of that, but Fred Meyer's does. Then the new meat and cheese we got.
Yes, we got new Jarlsberg, which
that's right.
You can get Jarlsberg at Costco. I suspect this Jarlsberg is a little bit nicer. I don't know, but that would be par for the course. So it's a really, really, really rich, nice Swiss cheese. Which, if you have not had Swiss cheese on pizza,
so good.
Have Swiss cheese on pizza.
So good.
And also Alp Blossom, which that is the cow's milk cheese where they send the cows up into the mountains. They eat all the flowers and herbs.
Did we get that one?
Yeah.
Oh. News to me. Or probably not. I just forgot.
You're sitting right next to me. When it doesn't matter. It's okay.
We just ordered it on like Tuesday, right? I wasn't in a good place on Tuesday.
It's okay. That's okay. You get a pass.
Yeah.
You get a pass.
All right.
They send the cows up into the mountains to eat of the Alps because those are decidedly better mountains.
Apparently. Is it weird that I'm jealous of the cows?
A little.
I mean, it's like, go roam the Alps. Okay.
Eat herbs and flowers.
And roam the Alps.
And roam the Alps. And then they take the same herbs and flowers from a separate field, presumably, hopefully. And then they
are cleaned and I'm sure
not cowpied.
Yes.
Yep. And then they pack those around the cheese and they age it that way. And so it's a very herbed, extremely floral cheese. It's
beautiful too.
It's actually really beautiful to look at. It's a nice cheese. So Alp Blossom, Jarlsberg, Cotswold, rolled pancetta.
We got a meat too, didn't we?
Nope. I assure you we did not get a meat this time.
Huh. Well. Because
we have tons of rolled pancetta still. So. And we were going to order some from Cured.
Well, yeah, no, I know. Early this week is kind of a blur.
Yeah, this week was rough for you.
Yeah.
We should get the whole holler, the really super fancy one from Cured.
It's all of them.
No, like the super duper fancy one. They're the only ones that make it in the entire country.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
It's like a pancetta.
Yeah,
isn't it? But it's not rolled.
Better. No, it's like a
prosciutto?
Prosciutto.
That's right. Prosciutto, not pancetta.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree. We should get that one.
Yeah. Cool something.
Beans?
Coolio. Cool beans. Coolio. Coolamet.
I have no idea. You can just keep saying cool, and I will agree with whatever.
It's cool. It is really cool meat, whatever it is.
Okay. That's about it. Random recommendation.
Go for it.
Crap. I was really hoping you had one. Because this is literally the first time that I have thought about it this week. Random recommendation. What books am I reading right now?
What books am I reading right now?
Let's see. I'm sure I have a random recommendation around here somewhere.
Recommend Audible.
I don't use Audible. You use Audible.
I know, but you recognize that it's a really great thing for people that don't have time to sit down and read.
You do it.
Okay.
I will come up with one.
My random recommendation of this week is
Welcome
Audible.
to our life. This is really us.
My random recommendation of this
I
week is Audible. So Audible is owned by Amazon, but don't let that put you off. This is for the people that love to read that have no time to read. Vis-a-vis me. So it is fantastic. It is every audiobook under the sun. You can sign up for, I believe, like a credit a month. You could probably sign up for more if you wanted to. But each credit is good for a book. And so if that happens to be a $45 book, well, good for you. You just got a free book this month for the low price of whatever it costs.
It's like $14 or $16.
It's not terribly
a month.
bad. So if you're strategic with what you're getting, you can actually come out quite ahead as you go along. But the audiobooks are fantastic, and they're really great for the people that love books but don't have time to read. So I drive a lot. I'm constantly driving to the tap room and back, into places and back, schools and back. I'm driving all over creation. And every time I do, I slap on Audible. Here's my book. And I just listen to often very, very nice voices. If I'm lucky, British voices, reading my favorite stuff to me. It is everything I loved about childhood, where Dad would read us stories every night. Coupled with really great British accents, which was like my teenage years, and then really quality books, which is like current life. So it's like my whole life all together at once, and I loved it. It's storytelling by good people, reading good works for a low price, and you get really great books. I just bought the entire Stormlight Archives.
I know. I'm so excited.
That's like $120 worth of books. Cost me 4 months. Because I've just been storing up my credits. So
nice.
I can't wait to get into those. That is weeks worth of listening right there.
Oh yeah.
That is just driving around going, no, how could you? for not a whole lot.
Yes.
And so I strongly recommend Audible. Audible seems gimmicky, but it is all that.
If I remember right, there's even a free library.
Oh yeah.
Some they have a small selection of books that are just included in the price.
Oh yeah, just for signing up, they have quite a few books that's just like, there you go, enjoy.
And then, if I remember right as well, members get a discount on some audiobooks.
Oh, probably so. I've only ever bought with credits, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Imperial credits will be fine.
Because you can buy with the credit, you get a credit every month. You can also gift credits. So
that's right.
Yeah. So like I could go in and be like, I want to buy 5 credits for Mark, and they cost like $15 or something. Kind of average price for like a paperback, or not a paperback, an audiobook. And then he can use it, and maybe he buys, $5 $60 books, and then it's a really good deal. But
so if you ever want to recommend a book to me, good for you. If you ever want to recommend a book to me and give me an Audible credit, I'll listen to it.
There you go. But yeah, so you get a credit every month as a member, but then you can also just be like, well, I finished that book and I really want to start this one, so I'll just purchase it at whatever price. Yeah. And it's like you used a credit, except you paid a different price.
Was that birthday or Christmas you gave that to me?
I think that was Christmas.
That was a great gift. Thanks. I have been loving that ever since.
I'm glad.
What is your random recommendation?
My random recommendation is nowhere near as like laudable and sophisticated. There's a new game.
Are you going to recommend number 2 pencils?
No. I have gotten a little bit obsessed with a new game called I think it's Emoji Blitz.
Oh yeah, you should this is perfect.
Yeah, Emoji Blitz. It's a Disney game. It's like forever they had the Frozen Free Fall or whatever. Now they've got Emoji Blitz, and it's the same idea. It's like Candy Crush. You match the things, but instead of like just random stuff, it's emojis. So like you can see those are some of the little emojis that I have. And they've got like super obscure emojis too. Like they have some from the Gargoyles cartoon, if you guys remember that from the 90s. But then of course they've got the really common ones and stuff. But
The
you should
slightly disapproving but not going to stop you emoji.
But it's a super fun. Like each of the emojis has a special power, and yeah, I really enjoy matching games like that. Like I did not let myself get Candy Crush because I know myself well enough when it was like all the craze there for like 5 years ago or something. Anyways, super cute game. A lot of fun, absolutely free. I mean, you can sink money into it, of course, if you want to, but easy to play for free too. So
Neat.
yeah, little time killer there. So yeah,
Done.
I almost finished my cider.
Yeah, your tummy must be feeling better.
Yes, it's a very lovely cider. So thank you guys. You're fantastic. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing you later. Bye.
Bye.